let's talk about Snoop Dogg. Apparently, Activision has this new DLC that's coming out for a Snoop Dogg DLC voice pack for Call of Duty Ghosts. Now, basically, I'm guessing it's just like, when you're playing a game and your character reloads or, does something crazy or whatnot. It's going to be like, the different voiceovers that you hear over the course of like a multiplayer game or whatnot. Only it's going to be Snoop Dogg. It's not going to be on the same level like he's actually in the game like what they did with Michael Myers or Predator or like that. But it's a nice little neat addition. I'm pretty sure there'll be some people that are Snoop Dogg fans that are going to want to pay for it. But besides it being in the game, outside of like whether we think this is cool or whatnot, what other personalities do you guys want to actually see actually get like, VO for something like Call of Duty or any sort of multiplayer game like that, whether it be Call of Duty Ghosts, Titanfall, Destiny? What do you guys want to hear?
Yeah, well, first off, like, the whole Snoop Dogg thing, like, that was real random to me. Like, why Snoop Dogg? And first of all, like, when I saw the video of it, like, I don't see why they're even charging for it, because, like, he was basically saying, what was that thing he said? Like, I can't even remember, but it was stupid. Like, it was straight up coon. He was cooning, basically. Like, I don't see why anybody would even buy that voice over whatever. But yeah, Snoop Dogg wasn't even a good choice, because the thing is, like, Eminem, he had a song for the game and everything, so I kind of feel like maybe it should have been an Eminem voiceover, or at least somebody more relevant to Call of Duty.
I already know who you want.
Who?
50 Cent.
Nah, see, I actually made a list. If you go to the site right now, I wrote a list of 5 people I think should have done a voiceover instead of Snoop Dogg, and 50 Cent wasn't on the list. I can read through the list right now if you guys want.
It's very controversial. Yeah.
I got a funny one. Before you read that list, I could give you a funny suggestion. It's like kind of random though. Imagine if you had like a Michael Jackson voiceover every time you killed somebody. Every time you killed somebody like that, be like, how random would that be? That'd be hilarious.
I'd buy that.
There are people that pay good money for that. That'd be hilarious. Get on it, Activision. But anyway, read a little bit of that list, Gary.
Okay, Eminem was on the list. I already mentioned Eminem and why I think he should be on it. But the rest, this is kind of a light-hearted article, by the way, so just remember that. I chose Samuel L. Jackson because he hosted the VGAs. And
hell yeah!
He's like
sweet.
He's got an iconic voice. Who wouldn't want? We've all seen Pulp Fiction and how many times he says the mother.
Dude, imagine every time he dropped an F-bomb in that game. Like every time Samuel L. Jackson, any movie that he's in, he drops an F-bomb or he drops some sort of curse word. It just sounds so goddamn cool.
Every sentence, man. Every sentence. So
he's Samuel L. Jackson. The man had a purple lightsaber.
Yeah, I also chose David Hayter because he's the voice of Snake, and so far he hasn't appeared in Metal Gear Solid 5. We're all hoping that there's some sort of epic twist and that he's actually going to be in the Phantom Pain, but until that's actually revealed or whatever, we want to hear Snake, like we want to hear vintage Snake. So get this guy back, let him do a voiceover pack in Call of Duty. So,
if he does that, all I want to do is hear him scream. Like every time he dies, I just want to hear him scream. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, that would be cool. And I chose President Obama because while you're in combat, he could give an uplifting speech to everyone and make sure you win that title. Because I mean, come on now, like he's led the U.S. troops to victory on many occasions. So he'll lead you to victory in every.
Spinning off of that, what if it was a George Bush impersonator?
Yeah, him too. He'd be good. He'd probably be better than Obama. Well, more qualified at least. But anyway, Hip Hop Gamer was my last pick. Now I know this is going to be controversial, but the reason I chose Hip Hop Gamer is because I feel like gaming personalities need to get some of these roles more than celebrities, like voiceover work and all that stuff, because we have a lot of great personalities in the gaming industry. Hip Hop Gamer is just one of the more popular ones, so that's why I went with him. He's one of the most well-known ones out there. But there's a lot more, of course. So yeah, I think video game personalities should be getting some of these opportunities as well. So I went with.
It would be a good pick too. The angry video game nerd. Imagine like hearing him drop like an F-bomb or something hilarious. You never heard of watch one of his videos?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, he's a good one.
Yeah.
There's also that guy, what is it, Angry Joe?
Oh, Angry Joe, that'd be funny.
Yeah. And Modern War Negro as well. Shoutouts to him.
Oh yeah. That'd be cool, having some of that stuff. But Rich, Snoop Dogg, he's his voiceover in Call of Duty Ghosts. Do you care?
I look at this a little bit deeper. I think that this was, they would say this is just like a little nice thing they wanted to do, but I also think that this is an act of desperation because they may be feeling the pressure as to how they can change up this experience. Now, I'm not going to come out and say that Titanfall is one of the best games that's now taking over this market, but it is getting a ton of attention, and it's going to force it's going to force the competition to rethink how they do what they do. So Call of Duty, I don't know how they intend to make the next Call of Duty stand out. You can make the argument that Call of Duty will stand out anyway because it's Call of Duty, but it's clear to me that they're going to have some competition with Titanfall. So I think that this is what you're starting to see is just a tactic that will be used moving forward. You're going to see them do some other things. This is why they had the Michael Myers and Aliens and the most recent DLC. They want to make it interesting and engaging, also fun, which is good. It's cool. But I'll be very interested to see what they intend to do moving forward now that they know that they got to contend with games like Titanfall.
Yeah, and also I think Titanfall 2 is going to change the game. Like I think because with Titanfall 1 they were onto something. There just wasn't enough content there. But Titanfall 2, I think they're going to nail it. It's going to be multi-platform. I think Activision are in for some real trouble this generation because they got Battlefield and Titanfall to go up against. And isn't EA bringing back another what is it? Bad Company? Are they bringing that back as well?
Yeah, they need to bring that back.
Yeah, so yeah, they're in for some
shooter overload, pretty much for the most part. Straight up shooter overload. Let me ask you this, Ed. Do you care about Snoop Dogg in your game?
Nope, not at all.
All right.